Vamos a seguir con el A New Beginning, por donde lo habíamos dejado. Exactamente no me acuerdo por dónde era, porque llevo unos días sin grabar, que estoy readaptando el próximo, el canal, ¿vale? El nuevo canal de juegos. Estoy haciendo ahí, estoy programando vídeos y haciendo toda la web. Vale. Tenemos que anular las ondas que puedan salir de la estación para poder transmitir nosotros, ¿verdad? Esto era. Ok. Vale. Tendremos que hacer algo con el microondas, ¿eh?
Hey, Lou. Hang on in there, okay? Oh, hey ho. What can I do for you?
A ver, ¿estás transmitiendo ahora mismo?
Are you transmitting right now?
Why do you ask?
Could you stop doing that for a moment? You are interfering with my signal.
You and Bent, you are colleagues, right?
No.
Oh, you're not? I just thought, well, because you're traveling together.
Would you please answer my question?
Sure. What was it again?
Ojo.
How did you two meet?
Please stop transmitting. You are interfering with my signal.
Hey, it was just a harmless question.
I have to contact a friend, but your signal interferes with mine. So would you please stop transmitting?
I'm afraid I can't do that. I'm talking to Lou from the other oil rig. We have some important things to discuss.
For how much longer?
Until noon break.
¿Qué cojones?
When will the noon break begin?
It just has. But Lou and I lost track of time, and we still have so much to talk about. I can't just up and leave. Svensson and you aren't colleagues, and you aren't related.
¿Qué pavo? Espérate, ¿qué te pasa?
I brought you something to eat.
Oh, really?
Rackfisk. Enjoy.
Whoa, my favorite! Hey, Lou, gotta go. Lunch is here. You can tell me later. I'm starving here. Later. Yum. Fantastic.
He seems to have forgotten about me. Well, even better.
Vale, a lo mejor ahora sí puedo.
I must synchronize the radio transmitter with the antenna on Augie's helicopter first.
Ok.
Hello? Still no reception.
Ah, vale, falta más cosas entonces. Ok.
Yes?
A ver.
Why are you asking all these questions about me and Bent?
Why? I'm just curious. That ain't a crime now, is it? Not much else going on this rig anyway.
Are you a radio operator?
Yep. Wait. You came here with Ben Svensson, didn't you?
Yes. Why?
Are you related or something? Is he your uncle?
Why do you ask?
Oh, just, you know.
Cojones.
I have to go.
See you later.
Este pavo, tío. Madre mía.
Empty.
Vale. Pues sigamos. Vale, vamos a ver. Vamos a ver qué encontramos. Vamos a ver qué encontramos por aquí. Tita sea.
It's locked.
Vale.
Excuse me, you may not enter.
Why not?
The presentation is for investors and oil rig staff only. Why don't you grab a bite to eat at the cafeteria? I will tell Dr. Svensson where to find you.
I'd rather look around a bit. Thanks.
As you like.
¿Puedo hablar con él?
I'm really sorry, but you're not allowed in there.
Algo tendremos que hacer con el microondas, ¿eh? No, aquí no.
Locked. But I don't want to get back in there anyway.
A ver qué tenemos por aquí. A ver, vamos a hablar con este
He's having
doctor.
a smoke on the bridge.
I thought I sent you to your cabin. You were supposed to get some rest.
I know. But why?
Why? You threw up blood during the physical examination. That's why. You are ill, and you need rest immediately.
No estoy enferma.
I'm not sick. I'm healthy as a horse.
You are not. You threw up blood, and that's never a good sign. Something is wrong with your internal organs. Before my suspicion is validated, I prescribe bed rest.
Or we can assume that I'm perfectly fine. Do I look ill?
No, but you are. Do you really want to break down rather than listen to me now?
Break down?
Without treatment, you might even die.
What? When?
I don't know, yet you still appear to be fit. But like I said, appearances can be deceiving.
Then I must hold out for a little bit longer.
¿Qué cosas?
If I really were ill, what could you do about it?
Here? Nothing. You'd have to go to a hospital for a thorough examination.
But I don't have time for that.
You won't have time for anything anymore if you don't take care of it soon.
Do you know who you just sounded like?
No. Who?
You must take care of it immediately, or you won't have a future anymore. You sounded just like me.
Then do yourself a favor and listen to yourself this once.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Then there's nothing more I can do for you.
I have to take care of some very important business. May I?
I'm sorry, but that would be irresponsible of me. You are ill. You need rest.
But it's my business where I'm going.
Not as long as I'm your attending doctor.
What's on the other side of the bridge?
The rest of the oil rig, the workers' area, and the research station. Places where sick people have no business going.
Bueno.
Well, I'll leave then.
I'm just worried about your health.
¿Quieres una tarta de manzana?
My things are none of his business.
I thought I sent you to your cabin.
Madre
Well,
mía.
I'll leave then.
I'm just worried about your health.
A ver, ¿qué es esto?
No, it doesn't open, and the sign explains why. Due to renovations, 23 is closed down until further notice. No problem. I still have 24.
Ok. Ah. Algo nos falta, ¿eh?
Unbelievable. Instead of enjoying the sun, they put the desk in the darkest corner. Oh well. At least they already get used to life in a bunker this way. What a pretty material. I wonder what it's made of. I wonder. Welcome to the research station Atlas, home of the meal.
Vale,
if
sí,
you
esto
want,
ya lo
if
habíamos
you
leído,
second,
sí.
on behalf, sincere. Wow, there's room for 5 Fays.
Gatear. ¿Qué me estoy perdiendo aquí? Me estoy perdiendo... ¿No? Ah, ¿qué cojones? ¿Y esto?
Who left
Madre
this lying
mía.
around? Nail polish? Mascara? Why do people need a paint box for their face? Ah, this file looks useful.
Vale, vale, ostras, esto ya claro. Vale, Lima.
The file fits into the pie perfectly.
Perfecto, ya está. Muy bien. Joder. Es que me han dado dolores de cabeza para hacer algo tan simple, ¿eh? Chis. Es la primera vez en todo el juego que accedes a una habitación de esa forma. Pinches pendejos.
Give. Ta. 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 Ta ta.
Maybe you should stop singing.
What do you know about music?
Se ha roto.
It's not sending anymore.
Hala, vámonos. A ver si podemos hacer que funcione esto ya.
It has to work now. Attention, attention, radio operator Faye speaking. Delvin, can you hear me? Please, don't desert me now. Please, please, please.
Hello, Faye.
¿No?
Sadi?
There. I am glad our presentation could convince you. I have to admit that the results surprised me a little as well.
Then it was a wonderful surprise for all of us. I can assure you, Doctor, that you were utterly convincing.
Please, dear, we must not hasten our decision. Not until we've tested the bacteria ourselves. I therefore propose that the doctor will provide us with a sample of his wonderful algae as soon as possible. And if everything is above board, as I'm sure it will be, independent scientists will have no problem reconstructing the result we saw here earlier. And when they do, we will support you. Or is there a problem?
Let me through. I must talk to Ben Svensson.
It seems the number of your fans increases by the minute, my dear doctor.
I have to talk to him. Please.
Excuse me.
¿Qué ha pasado?
In here, quickly.
Calm down.
Tell me, how did it go?
What?
The algae. Are the investors convinced?
Ha! They are thrilled.
Phew. Good.
Yes, one problem less. But now to you.
Estás sin aliento, ¿qué ha pasado?
You are completely out of breath. What happened?
I got a call from Delvin.
And?
The connection was terrible, but I think he wanted to warn us. Someone plans to attack the oil rig.
Are you sure?
Not completely, but it sounded like that.
Did he tell you anything else?
No. That was all.
Did you get any other messages?
Why? From whom?
From Salvador?
Oh, no, I didn't. I only heard from Delvin, and as I said, it was a short message.
How was your physical examination?
Tedious.
But everything's all right.
Don't worry about me, I'm fine.
That's good to know.
No te guardas ningún secretillo, ¿verdad?
You aren't keeping any secrets from me, are you?
No. Why?
Oh. Never mind. Must be being close to this Indez guy. I'm seeing conspiracies everywhere.
Well, you can never know.
Right. We have another problem, though, I'm afraid. Someone tried to sabotage the presentation.
What? Why would somebody do that?
I have no idea, but they did everything to prevent the generator from working properly during the presentation. The algae was much weaker than usual.
And yet the investors were convinced?
Yes. It wasn't that much of a problem. I just had someone fetch a better specimen. I think you should try and find out more about this attack while I investigate the algae incident.
Okay. Sounds sensible.
You are really not keeping something from me?
Nah. You?
No.
Well then, see you later. Then go!
Venga, las voces.
Sadi, come in, please. Ben says the investors are convinced. You must have been wrong.
Uh.
Welcome back, Bent. Nice show. Really, I hope you didn't raise expectations you can't measure up to.
Hello, Duva.
¿Es su hijo? Cuánta animadversión, ¿no?
There's nothing in there. No lost files. Nothing. Only what's been there already on first sight.
Vale. Vamos a hablar con él.
He's trying to ignore me. I'm sorry. I didn't want to show you up.
If you're looking for Lissa, she's in the office lab. I'm sure you can find the way on your own.
The algae you presented was bottom of the barrel. I think I deserve an explanation.
You are wrong. The sample was from one of our most powerful cultures.
I don't believe you. When I was still here, the algae could do much better than that.
I think you are fooling yourself. The algae really wasn't that much stronger in the past.
But it was stronger, and it would have convinced the investors without any effort on my part.
If you say so.
¿Por qué estará intentando boicotear el proyecto?
Are you still angry with me?
Of course I am. If you hadn't cared more about the planet than about your own family, we might still be one.
Maida never told me that she was ill.
How could she? You were never there. You didn't see the nosebleeds when they began. You didn't catch her when she fainted. You didn't even take her to the hospital when it was already too late.
If she'd only told me.
But she didn't. Because she thought you'd notice it someday. Well, no such luck.
Again, what's wrong with the algae?
Let's see. No one is interested in it. We can't find a selling market. Research is insanely expensive, and no one wants to pay for it anymore.
But we do have a potential investor now.
Only as long as your scam is not exposed.
It won't be exposed if you tell me where the real algae is.
The real algae? I see. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I just want to know what happened to my algae.
That's exactly the problem. It's not your algae anymore. Your son is responsible for your life's work now. It doesn't matter if anybody here likes it or not. You're out of the picture.
Duva, I'm sorry.
Good to know. Anything else?
Madre mía.
So, how's life as the head of research on Atlas 11?
How do you think it is? It makes me sick. I still can't believe that I wanted to be like you once.
You have a lot of responsibility now. The future of the world depends on you and your research.
The future of the world is not my future. I don't want to end up like you, Father. I want to have a life, a family, but I'm stuck here instead.
Do you really hate your life this much?
Well, c'est la vie. That's how it is.
See you later.
Madre mía. ¿Qué cuánto odio?
The values of the blue-green algae decreased over the past few months. But why? The intercom system for communication on the rig. Continental calls can only be made from the radio room.
I would appreciate it if you stopped doing this. I'm waiting for an important call.
From whom?
I don't think that's any of your business.
Espero que no estés haciendo nada malo para perjudicar el proyecto.
Bent, would you please close the door to our private quarters? I don't think you have any business in here.
Of course I have business in here. It was my bedroom once.
Right, but all your belongings were removed after you'd left. I oversaw that myself. And now, close the door, please, or I'll really make a fuss.
Madre mía.
An ordinary pot holder. You put it on like a glove to take things out of the oven.
A ver, ¿qué es esto?
A bread knife.
Vale. Antena. A ver.
It's a bit loose. Why doesn't anybody see to it the thing doesn't fall to pieces? There. Much better. My old do-it-yourself antenna. Who would have thought that thing still existed?
Bueno, seguramente esto había que hacerlo en un momento dado. Lo acabamos de hacer.
Even if I had the key for the door, I don't think I would find anything useful behind it. Lissa's old washing machine. Still up and running. A few lab coats and 2 pairs of jeans. Nothing of interest.
Vale.
This controls the entrance to the lock.
Toma.
The terminal in the corner over there can be used to operate the door to the airlock.
A ver qué tenemos aquí.
This door leads to the office laboratory. The pump regulates the air pressure in the lab, and it works best if left alone. Just like I thought. Locked.
Vale. Interesante, este tema. Vale.
Huh. Boo.
No one has tried to startle me that incompetently in the last 2 years. Hello, Bent. It's good to see you.
No logro. Boo.
I thought I'd drop by to see if everything is well.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh, what? Isn't an old retiree allowed to visit his former colleagues?
Of course he is. But I know you well enough to know that this is not the only reason. But maybe you'll prove me wrong.
What happened to the algae?
What are you talking about?
I saw the presentation for the investors. The algae you presented was terribly weak.
Oh, Bent, you are exaggerating.
Do you have any idea how embarrassed I was?
I can understand how you feel, but please stay out of this.
But
trust me, it's better this way.
You say it's not my responsibility anymore. Do you know how you sound?
No, Bent. How do I sound?
Like my shrink.
How fitting. Dr. Lissa Hinrichs, official shrink for the Svensson family. Yeah, that has a ring of truth to it.
It's true, I'm not responsible for the research anymore, but I helped to build this whole project. I deserve an answer.
If you were at the presentation, you already know the answer. We don't have any money left. That means no new instruments, no repairs, no qualified experts. And if the research gets worse, we get fewer investors. A vicious circle.
Yeah.
What does money have to do with the decrease in algae power?
We work under a lot of pressure and under horrible conditions. In a situation like that, mistakes happen, and the algae suffers from it.
Lissa, what's going on here? You are keeping something from me.
Bent, please. We've already discussed this. The current situation is no one's fault. We've just fallen on hard times.
I'll find out what's going on.
Please, don't. I'm just worried about you.
Let's talk about something else.
I'd prefer that, yes.
Duva hates me.
I know. He still blames you for Meta's death.
And he's right.
She was sick, Bent, and she didn't tell you.
Because she knew I would never give up my work for her.
Quite the opposite. You would have given up everything for her, and she didn't want to be responsible for that. The tendency for self-sacrifice must be a family trait.
How is Duva?
Ask him yourself.
Whenever I try to talk to him, All he does is rant.
Oh, don't listen to that. I think he's much better than he wants people to know.
He hates life on the oil rig.
If he really hated it, he would be long gone. Don't worry. He's doing okay.
I can see you are busy. Do you want to continue our conversation later?
The only important thing is that we do continue it. Why don't we meet in the kitchen later and cook together? In about 2 hours when my shift ends?
Sure. Great idea.
Good. I'm looking forward to it.
Vale, veamos qué tenemos por aquí.
The microscope was my last acquisition before I had to hand over clinical research management to Duva. Our internal communication system. Is the intercom still working?
Yes, but you still can't make a continental call. Who do you want to call?
You'll see.
Yes, Duva Svensson speaking.
Hello, Duva. It's me.
Please don't keep the line busy, Father. I'm expecting an important call.
I just wanted to... So he doesn't listen to me, too.
Your son is a bit complicated. What was he like in puberty, I wonder?
I don't know.
Algo habrá que hacer con eso, ¿eh?
Search done. The locker is empty. This lab coat looks familiar. Ha! I knew it. It's my old lab coat.
Huh? The one in the locker?
I didn't think you'd keep it.
Are you getting sentimental? Duva is wearing it sometimes when he's cleaning up.
Oler.
Ah, the smell. And each place in the lab smells differently. These smells bring back some great memories. Dr. Bent Svensson, Chief of Research. Oh well. What's this? One of my old algae samples. What's it doing here? I must have taken the sample right before my breakdown. It's barely legible, but there's something written in my hand. D54H. D54. That's the Delta algae, our most powerful culture. I just don't understand why Duva didn't present it earlier today. A bread knife. I'm really surprised. I won't cut my old lab coat to pieces without a good reason. It holds too many memories.
Ok. A ver, ¿qué más tenemos? ¿Qué más tenemos?
This is where we store all the cultures from our research. A sample of each blue-green algae culture we grew. D54H. Where is the Delta algae? Nothing. That's weird.
Un poco raro, ¿no?
Don't forget to drink water.
I know.
Now I'm really getting desperate.
A ver.
Don't forget. Let's see. Where is the file for D54H? A, B, D, 32, B15, and here's A again. What a mess. Huh. Looks like this will take longer than I thought. Damn it. I searched the whole cabinet 3 times and still no sign of D54H. So where the devil is it?
Es como si estuviesen intentando esconder los resultados más positivos. Es súper raro.
I can use this instrument to determine the chemical composition of different substances. I only have to put the material to be tested in the test tube behind that lid, and then I can start the process. The electronic system Lissa and I developed will do the rest. I have to put something in the test tube behind the lid first. Samples that have to be tested go in here. It's empty already.
A ver.
The Petri dish holds a dead, dried-up alga. I don't need a mass spectral analysis to know what happened.
Vale.
It's empty already. I don't need a microscope to see that it's completely dried out.
Huh.
I prefer a good solid plan before I start experimenting.
Claro, habría que hidratarla, el alga.
I think 2 years in a discarded lab coat are enough.
A ver.
The pot holder is too coarsely meshed. If I put cork crumbs in there, they'll just fall through, and I'll never find them again. That'd be a waste of time.
Voy a intentar preguntarle a mi hijo qué ha pasado. ¿Y esta lavadora?
Doesn't work. I should pump the water out first. Water pumped out, ready to unload.
¿Qué hay aquí dentro?
Is that towel really golden? How tacky. Hotel La Comte du Roy, Barcelona. 5 stars. Good grief. How did this get here? No one here can afford to stay at a 5-star hotel. That doesn't make any sense. No. Some things just don't belong together.
La verdad es que estoy testeando por probar.
Time. Smells freshly laundered, which is also why it's still dripping wet.
Vale. Sí. A ver.
Guess what I've found in my old lab coat?
The dried out delta algae?
Yes. How did you know?
Because you worked yourself almost to death on it. You were always carrying samples around until the day they carried you out on a litter.
Vamos, no sé, se me ocurre hablar con este personaje otra vez, a ver con todo lo que hemos aprendido. A ver si nos dice algo del alga.
Lissa?
Yes?
Esto no se puede...
So long.
See you later, Bent.
Vale. No, teníamos cosas que hablar. Vamos a hablar con ella.
Lissa?
Yes?
About the algae.
No.
Let's talk about something else.
I'd prefer that, yes.
Have you seen the Delta algae file? What?
You haven't been here for 10 minutes and already you're going through the paperwork.
Do you have the file or not?
No, and I suggest you stop searching for it. Just trust me. It's for your own good.
But what the fuck?
What's this towel doing here?
It belongs to Duva.
He really stayed at a 5-star hotel? No normal person can afford that.
Bent? If you want to know something about your son, ask him yourself.
And if he doesn't tell me anything?
Then maybe it's none of your business.
Madre mía. Bueno.
So long.
See you later, Bent.
Bueno, lo vamos a dejar por aquí. Hemos avanzado bastante. Quiero pensar. Un segundito. Vamos a ir a ver si podemos hablar con Duba otra vez.
Barney speaking.
It's me, Bent.
Ah, perfect timing, old warhorse. I wanted to know how long you're going to stay with us.
I don't know. Yet.
No problem. But notify me on time so I can organize transport and accommodation on land. You just tell me where you want to go, and it will be done.
Thanks, Barney.
A ver.
Any news on the investors?
They still have a hard time believing what you showed them. And to be quite honest, so do I. Honestly, it couldn't have been the algae alone that did that, could it?
No, of course not.
What were you thinking?
I didn't have a choice. Indes wants to buy the algae and destroy it, and his plan would have worked if he hadn't tampered with the presentation.
But the deceit will be exposed and then no one will trust us with their money anymore.
The investors probably won't. But we're just buying time right now. The committee in Oslo is what's important, and that's why I'm here.
I'm sorry, Ben, but I don't follow.
That's all right, as long as you still trust me. And, don't tell Faye about my little stunt, please.
So you do feel guilty?
Let's just say she thinks the world of us, and I don't want to disappoint her.
You've really made a mess of things, haven't you?
I know. Can we talk about something else, please?
A ver.
About my return trip.
Conectadas una cierta energía Oslo.
I want you to make an appointment for us at Energy Oslo.
For what day and reason?
For tomorrow, and tell them we want to show them Svensson's blue-green algae.
Wait a second. Okay. Is that all?
Please make a reservation at a hotel for me.
I take it you want to go to the conference Faye mentioned. I can recommend the Grand Welcome Inn in downtown Oslo, or the Garden City Hotel near the Botanical Garden.
Vamos al Grand Welcome, por ejemplo.
Please make a reservation for one night at the Grand Welcome Inn.
Will do. Anything else?
Hoy ya me ocupo yo.
Oh, I'll see to it myself.
As you like.
Vale.
So long.
Okay. See you later.
Esto será un puzzle, ¿eh? Seguramente las opciones del hotel y todo eso vamos a tener que resolver algo ahí. Pero lo haremos en el siguiente vídeo. ¡Hala! Portaos bien, maldita sea.